Marshall here. I'm out here at the old kayak. I got some stuff. I'm going to put one or two things on it today. I may not get to everything, but I'm going to put a couple things on there. I think I'm going to put my cleat right here. That way my anchor rope can go around it and be thrown out, but the rest of the time my anchoring rope is stored back here. I'm going to do away with this big 10-pound weight, and I'm going to put more of a regular anchor, because that right there is 10 pounds that adds to the boat every time I'm trying to load it up into the truck or, get it somewhere. And this didn't actually fit my cell phone, so I'm going to take it off. Excuse me. And I'm just going to carabiner this, like right here, back here somewhere. So that way, I know my phone and my license and everything are protected. But anyway, I'm going to get ready and open up some of this stuff. I got my drill right there. Oh, I've been looking. You see how my seat is up high back here. It's not where I wanted it. I wanted it to sit about right here and drop down into this hole and be up against this. But when we ordered it online, it showed the rounded version back here, but they sent us the square version, so I had to put it like that, which lifts me up about 3 or 4 inches off the kayak, higher than what you want. So I'm either gonna try to figure something else out about that, or I may just I found me a 4-inch thick, like memory foam seat thing that's supposed to be waterproof on both sides. I may just put that down in there and take this seat out altogether and put the backing back that goes to it, which is right there. But anyway, I'm going to turn this off and get stuff opened up, some of the stuff that I'm going to use, and then I turn it back on and show you what I'm doing. Alright, okay everybody, we're back. I got the old anchor removed. There it is. 10-pound big barbell. Had this big thick rope I had tied on there. Had that carabiner hooked on right here. As you can see, I've already done this up, and that holds the net in as well, so that way neither one of those is going anywhere, even if the boat flips. And that'll hold my iPhone, and that'll hold my wallet, my driver's license, stuff like that, and know it'll be safe. Now here's the bag that the little anchor system came in. What I'm going to do is I'm going to probably put it back in the bag for now. Then when I start using the kayak a lot, when it warms up some and I start using it more, I'll bring it out of the bag and leave it out some. That way it doesn't have as much chance of rusting. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. Anyway, here's the anchor system. There's the anchor. A little 1.5-pound anchor. There's a little float. There's the rest of my rope. And there's it hooked onto the boat. Now what it'll do is it'll get thrown out. The buoy will go down into the water to help it from getting lost if it comes unhooked. If I have to detach in an emergency, say if there's a boat coming at me real quick and I need to move out of the way, I can just unhook the hook thing, the latch, throw that in the water, paddle out of the way, and then I can come back because it'll be floating because of that. I can come back and retrieve it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to have it in the water. I'm going to put my little cleat, my boat cleat right here, right there. That way I can wrap it around that a couple times and then just unwrap it when I want to bring it back in. That's my general idea. I'm going to stop this again while I get me a drill bit, put in the drill so I can get ready and try to put that cleat on. And I've already got my silicone cut open. I don't know if I'm going to get to the rod holder today or not, but at least I'm getting somewhere. When I get that, sit down in the boat and get ready to mount that cleat, I'll probably turn y'all back on then. Either right before that or right after that. Alright, see you in a minute. Alright, we back. Okay. I decided I'm going to put it right here. Hopefully I get y'all a view of this from right here. Now here's the thing I thought was kind of stupid. Of course I'm going to drill the hole with a smaller drill bit than what's actually going to hold the screw, so I can make the screw threads dig in a little more. Plus I'm going to have the sealant, marine silicone sealant in there too. Now here's what I thought was stupid. This thing right here has the screws, the washer, and a nut. Well, I can't use a washer and a nut on this, and that's not the type of screw I really want to put. So I may take a couple of screws from the rod holder kit just to mount this. Alright, as you can see, 2 holes right there. I'm going to probably cut this off real quick because, like I said, this battery doesn't have a lot of time on it because it's wore out. I mean, I've had this battery for 3 or 4 years, and I'm going to be trying to get me a new camera when my taxes come back. But anyway, let me get this thing going, and I'll come back and show you what we got. Alright, we back. So, I got the cleat mounted on, as you can see. Like I said, I had to use 2 of the extra screws that came with the rod holder to put over here. Because all that one came with was those screws that you got to put washers and nuts on. See? And there wasn't nowhere to put no washer and nut on it, you know. So, I put me a little marine silicone sealant around the screw holes. And then I screwed each one of them in, as you can see. And I drilled the hole small. That way a big screw like that could definitely get a bite in there. So anyway, we're going to see if we got enough time left on this battery. Try to do this rod holder. Alright, Marshall, I'm back here. As you can see, I cut out a hole. It's not perfectly round, but with this thing being squared, I'm just going to put sealant all across the bottom of it. Then put it down in there. I've already had it in there. See? Put it in there like that. Drill the 4 holes, which I'm fixing to go ahead and drill the 4 holes. And I'll put a little bit bigger bit if I need to ream them out a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead, pull that back out of there, put sealant all over it, put it back down in there, and I'll come back and show y'all when I finished it up. Okay, be right back. Alright, Marshall, we're back. I'm going to give you a once over and show you we got everything done that we wanted to get done. Cleat, anchor cleat. Got it mounted. I went back and put some silicone around the outer edge just in case, you know, to make sure it's watertight. I put silicone where the 2 screw holes were before I put the screws in. Again, we got this strapped on, see? It ain't going nowhere. For my iPhone and for my wallet, my keys, fishing license, all that stuff can go in there. Easy to get to if a game warden pulls up. Got it right there. Okay. I put the anchor and the little bobber, the little buoy to it, the anchor and the buoy and the rope back in here for now until I get ready to use it. Then I'll take it out of the bag and I'll drop the bag probably back here in this compartment. And then like I said, I'll throw it out and I'll wrap the rope around there when I get it the depth I want it. Then we went ahead, put the rod holder on. We finished that up. Now, I put a little excess of sealant around there. I know it's not the prettiest looking, but I'm going to be fishing out of it. So I'm not really in it for the prettiness of it looking pretty. I'd rather have that watertight seal around it and make sure of it by putting a little excess around it. Than to have water splash up and go in between. I also put glue the marine sealant all around it. So when I pushed it down on there, it had a little base of glue right there to give it a seal. And then I had glue where all the 4 screw holes are. So I got that mounted. But anyway, there's what we got done. Hope y'all like this. Oh yeah. Like I said, I hope when the taxes come back you'll be getting a new camera. So that way I ain't got to stop this every 10 or 15 minutes, show y'all a little bit, and then start back up and show y'all a little bit. That way I could have just showed y'all me drilling the holes, me gluing the cleat, putting the cleat on, me putting the rope on, me doing everything about the rod holder. That way y'all could have seen everything about it. Anyway, Marshall, Budget Guy RC, peace, we out.